Funeral Home. Funeral services for Lolita South Duke, age 65 of Hansville, will be held tomorrow at 2 p.m. at Bethlehem East Baptist Church with interment in the Mount Tabor Cemetery. The family will receive friends Friday from noon until 2 p.m. at the church. Hansville Funeral Home is in charge. Ms. Duke passed away on Monday at UAB Hospital. Graveside services for Mary Pauline Bernie Rogers, age 92 of Cullman, will be held tomorrow. In Shed Cemetery, the family will receive friends tonight from 5:30 until 8 p.m. at the funeral home. Hansville Funeral Home directing. Ms. Rogers passed away on Tuesday at Cullman Healthcare Center. Ms. Mary Jane Bennett Miller of Cullman passed away Tuesday at her residence at the age of 78. Funeral services will be tomorrow at St. John's Church at 11 a.m. Steve Woods and Tommy McNeil officiating. Interment will be in the Cullman City Cemetery. Ms. Miller will lie in state at the church from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. Visitation will be tonight at Moss Service Funeral Home Chapel from 6 until 8 p.m. And those are our obituaries for today, brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home.
Premier Bank presents Today on 2, and we broadcast live at channel2cullman.com and archive our programs on the same website. I'm trying to figure out what day of the week is this.
I know. It sort of feels like a Monday.
It does.
But
feels
not really.
like a Monday.
It does.
If that's the case, this is going to be a short work week.
That's right. That's right.
Actually, it is Thursday, the second day of January. Oh, and a holiday falls in the middle of the week.
Yep.
Just kind of messes you up mentally, doesn't it? Well, the weather is going to be interesting. Are you prepared for really, really winter?
Yes.
Okay, let's see what the weather is going to be about for the next few days. Brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet on Cherokee Avenue. We start with the weather almanac for January 2nd in Cullman, Alabama. The average high temperature is 52. The average low is 33. The record high on this date, 70 degrees in 1971. The record low, 4 degrees in 1983. Sunset this afternoon at 5:12. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:24. Look at that satellite picture.
Oh, my.
The entire eastern part of the country. It looks like that we are either having snow, ice, or rain. Wow, it's going to be interesting for the next few days. There's our part of the country, rain, rain, rain. Here's our forecast for today. We are going to start with cloudy skies, 70% chance of rain this morning, but then possibly mixed with snow this afternoon. Temperatures dropping to around 35 by late afternoon. No accumulation expected. Partly cloudy and windy. Tonight, low tomorrow morning, Paige, 18 degrees.
No, thank you.
For tomorrow, sunny and windy, a high around 32. Saturday, sunny with a high of 44, but we're not done yet. Sunday, 60% chance of rain, a high of 46. Sunday night, 40% chance of rain and snow with a low near 17. Monday, sunny with a high of 28, but look at here, Monday night, Tuesday morning, a low near 9 degrees.
9 degrees. Woo.
Well, you wanted winter.
I guess so. Well, I'm getting it, aren't I?
George was telling me before we went on the air, James Spann said, what, this is the coldest?
Will be the coldest in 10 years.
Coldest in 10 years.
Oh, my goodness.
Whoa. So if you got winter clothing for Christmas, you're going to get a chance to wear it this weekend.
Bundle up.
So, yes, and pay attention. Right now, they're not talking any accumulation, but everybody knows how that can change.
Right.
So
everyone go buy bread and milk, in other words.
Good point for the next several days. Yeah. Well, let's see. Who's our guest? Well, let's see. We'll start with our Facebook friend for today.
Yes, our Facebook friend of the day today is Larry Duke, and he likes Cullman Trading Post and reading. So thank you, Larry, for being our Facebook friend. And you will receive a large barbecue sandwich from Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue.
And now we'll talk about our guest for today.
It's Miss Rachel Dawsey. She is here to talk about Farm Kids Club that's coming up this weekend.
She brought something with her.
I know. I see that.
We'll
You'll all be excited to see what it is.
We'll surprise you with this in just a little bit. George Spear is here with news and commentary right after this.
In the nation, we worry about fire-breathing monsters, and we worry about spinach. At Nationwide Insurance, we take care of the big things like protecting you, so you only have to worry about the little stuff. We put members first, because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation that doesn't sweat it.
Nationwide is on your side.
Four years ago, you voted for a change and sent conservatives like Mac Buttram to the Alabama House of Representatives. Thanks to conservative leaders like Mac Buttram, Cullman County has gone from record unemployment to one of the lowest in the state. New industries are locating in Alabama. Mac Buttram sponsored legislation that would ensure our workforce is prepared for the jobs of tomorrow. Conservatives like Mac Buttram have just started. The brightest days are yet to come.
Time for news and commentary on this Thursday morning. Not bad now, but boy, soon to change. Whew. Talking about the weather, Dennis and Paige were discussing it a minute ago. Coldest weather in about 10 years, as they said. James Spann, the meteorologist, was quoted as stating last night. They say that in the northern Great Lakes area, if you throw a glass of water into the air, it freezes by the time it hits the ground. It's that cold. It's at minus 34 degrees, I believe, in some places around the lakes. Whoa. Well, according to the Cullman Times, a little bit of background here before I start this thing. Back about 1998, when we were in the county commission office, we had to do something about our jail. It was overcrowded. And one of the judges, sitting judges now in Cullman County, was not a judge then, but he was representing an individual who was filing suit against the county, or was going to, if they didn't do something about the jail. The jail was overcrowded, right? So we had to do something. So we bought the block south of the courthouse. We're going to build a jail down there. That did not materialize. We had an editor of the Cullman Times who became a designer, decided that was not what we needed in Cullman, that it didn't need to be the tallest building in town. We didn't need a jail as the tallest building. No, but we needed to do something because legally the county commission's responsible. With that block became the Hayes House. The Hayes House on the southeastern corner of that block. Right behind Dr. Bledsoe's office, who had been the dentist back in the 40s, 50s, I guess it was the Hayes House. He was one of the first doctors in Cullman, built in 1901, that house, and he was said to have performed the first surgery in Cullman County back then on a Crane Hill woman. But anyway, after he passed away and moved on, then the house went to a number of different folks. During the April 27th tornado, it damaged it pretty badly. At that time, we had tried to get the house removed. But in order to move the house, it would cost more to move it, having to dismantle it to get it underneath the power lines. It cost more than it was worth. So the thing sat there. At any rate, coming Monday, the county road department is going to start to bring it down as an eyesore, as the commission folks have stated. And it's a sad situation when you have to destroy something historical like that. But they wanted to try to sell it, but nobody was interested. Nonetheless, that landmark is going down. In Montgomery, Governor Robert Bentley made a statement back when he ran for governor that he would have jobs as the number one thing in his administration. And apparently he's been right. Alabama's unemployment rates dropped from 9.1% when Bentley took office in 2011. Now it's 6.2%. The number of employees, now this is the thing that's so crazy about numbers and math. Now it's dropped from 9.1 to 6.2%, right, in November, was the last reading. The number of employed has declined from 199,000 to 132,000. Now how does that happen? You know, I know what it says in the story here, part of the decline is because more people are working, and part is because Alabama's civilian labor force is shrinking. How can our labor force be shrinking? See, sometimes you drop a statement like that and you don't explain that. Nonetheless, Bentley's not been drawing a paycheck. He said he would not draw a paycheck until unemployment dropped to 5.2%. So he's got about another 1% to go before he starts drawing a paycheck, he says. It'll be interesting to see how well his reelection campaign goes. And he's very well liked among most people in Alabama, high approval ratings. Florida Governor Rick Scott's vowing to appeal the federal judge's ruling that struck down the state's law that requires drug screening for welfare recipients. Mary Scriven, U.S. District Judge down there, said the law violated the constitutional protection against unreasonable searches. Alabama has, I believe, or will have a similar law. Interesting. You know, you can be hiring a kite and go draw some of these benefits. At the beginning of Mitt Romney's campaign, he made a statement back when he was running for president. He said that Fiat would be expanding production of the Jeep in China. People thought he was crazy. It's happening. Expanding. But not only that, he also predicted Chrysler would not be American-owned. People thought he was crazy. Now, it's going to become, as of this month, a fully owned by the Italians. Chrysler. How crazy is that? You know what? We're having our turf sold out from underneath us, and some of us don't even care. And unfortunately, who's in a position to do something about it? We certainly don't have anybody in Washington. I had a relative of mine yesterday watching some news, and here will come this Wounded Warriors. Here come this Wounded Warriors ad that we've seen. And this, boy, it's heartbreaking. You see this guy who's got all these limbs missing coming back from Iraq. And he turned to me and he said, George, our president's in Hawaii. How many Wounded Warriors projects would that take care of? How many senators would be willing to give some of their money for that? But they're wanting money from us. I'll talk more about that later on. Stay tuned. More Today on 2 after this.
At Premier Bank, we are very proud of the long-lasting relationships we have with our customers. We'll go almost anywhere to meet your banking needs.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Moody. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Meet the KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop. It might just change the way you cook. Induction technology heats the pan and not the cooking surface to offer you a new level of precision, speed, and energy efficiency. 9 settings give you different levels of heat to achieve precise temperatures and amazing responsiveness. Water boils in just seconds, making this the fastest to boil induction cooktop available. The KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop.
We continue with more of Today on 2. And, I've got a good question for today. One of my all-time favorite questions today. What are the prizes we have to give away? We have the bag of apples from Steel Orchard. And I think we have Mad Dog Mike's, Mad Dog Mike's family barbecue package, meat and sides and buns and sauce from Mad Dog Mike's famous barbecue in Berlin. Here we go with our merchant ads for today. Pay attention, we'll ask you a question about one of these ads. Starting with the fitness facility in downtown Cullman called Be Fit. on First Avenue Southeast. The fee is just $50 per month to month, no long-term contract, and that includes a certified personal trainer.
Earl's Body Shop voted Best Towing Service. David, Diane, and employees thank you for this honor. They offer large and small towing, local or long distance, and you can visit them on the web at earlsbodyshop.com.
Yates Chance Christian Bookstore says snuggle up to winter with a good book, and with the forecast for the next few days, that's a pretty good idea. Yates Chance Christian Bookstore in the South Cullman Shopping Center has all sorts of books available.
Mr. Hicks Menswear, they're offering suits made to your measurements. They're also having a great necktie sale going on right now. He's located on Compass Way. That's Mr. Hicks Menswear.
Tires for less, more than just tires. Of course, they have Bridgestone and Firestone tires, but they do oil changes, minor engine repair, replace shocks and brakes. See Greg and the guys. Tires for less, Highway 31 North.
And the $5 lunch is going on right now at Dairy Queen. You can upgrade your sundae to a small blizzard for just $1. So go and see them at Dairy Queen from 11 to 4.
Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue has the family barbecue pack, and Mike also says to tell you he is now serving breakfast. You know what, barbecue for breakfast? I think he has other things.
Cotton State Barns of Cullman, buy or rent to own carports, playsets, utility trailers, storage buildings, no credit check, you're approved at Cotton State Barns of Cullman.
There we go with some of our merchant ads. Question for today is about Mullins Body Shop. What can I ask you about Mullins Body Shop that I haven't ever asked before?
I don't know, what is it?
There are 4 people that we mention in the ad. How many of the 4 are men? There are 4 people mentioned in the Mullins Body Shop ad. How many of them are men? 256-734-7399. Do you like that question?
I like it.
Okay. That's our phone number, and we have Mad Dog Mike's Barbecue, and we have the bag of apples. You go ahead and call in right now while we watch Money Matters, brought to you by Premier Bank.
This is Allison from Premier Bank. I want to talk to you today about the importance of dealing with a local bank. With a local bank, you will always be dealing with local people and neighbors. A community bank will have offices in your area, and loan decisions will be made locally. Come by and see us today.
Okay, let's see if we can give away our prizes for today. Again, the question is about Mullins Body Shop. Of the 4 people mentioned in the ad, how many of them are men? And we have a caller ready to go. Hello, who's calling?
This is Miss Grimes at Holly Pond.
From Holly Pond. Okay, how many are men in the Mullins Body Shop ad?
Well, my husband thinks there are 3.
Your husband thinks there are 3. How many do you think?
I think there are 3 too.
Well, no. It is
Well,
a...
two.
No, you only get one. I already gave you 2 guesses. Think about it and call us back. Okay, no, it is not 3. We have Sonny and 3 others. How many of them are men? In the Mullins Body Shop ad. Need to get a phone call here pretty quickly to see if we can get our right answer. You got 1 in 3 chance now.
Right.
Okay, 256-734-7399. Well, we're going to have to show you the ad. I got to remember this question next time. That's a good one. Let's look at the rest of our merchant ads. Coast Gas is the new name for AmeriGas. It's a different name, but it's the same people. They have the winter tank special, 24/7 answering service. They're on Eva Road near 157.
Autotech Repair and Service. They offer electronic diagnostics through the TechNet Professional Program. They have major engine repairs, and you can visit them in Vinemont.
Mullins Body Shop. Call Sonny, Stacy, Beth, or Jim. How many men there?
2.
2. Okay. Mullins Body Shop.
Brown & Company wants to thank you for 2013, and they're looking forward to providing you with the best wine and beer for 2014. That's Brown & Company Beverages.
Deb's Bookstore, your hometown bookstore. I believe Deb said she would be back open again today after taking a week off for the holidays. Books are always on sale at Deb's Bookstore.
Jolly Time Rentals, where fun is always in the air. You can call Holly Mullins today to book at 620-JOLLY, and she can rent you licensed inflatables, slides, obstacle courses, toddler interactives, and more.
Night Free Insurance, providing insurance coverage for over 3 generations. They were named one of the top 10 growth agencies for auto owners insurance in Alabama.
Grand Point Pharmacy, be prepared and don't get caught in the cold. They have a wide selection of cold remedies and fast, convenient service. They're located on Highway 31 North. That's Grand Point Pharmacy.
Fitness opportunities are available if you put on a few extra pounds over the holidays. This is the way to get rid of them. The Full Fitness Center at the Wellness and Aquatic Center. They have weights, cardio, and professional training, and a lot more.
Hansville Guns and Ammo, locked and loaded. Paul targets high prices. You can go and visit them, and that's Hansville Guns and Ammo.
There we go with our merchant ads. I don't think we have any birthdays to tell you about, but we will tell you that we have a very special guest with a very special show and tell item right after this.
There's stuff around your house, but we don't make stuff. We make ovens. Dual fuel, double ovens. And they bake so evenly that now delicious is something you can depend on. We only make things for one room. The best room. Your kitchen. We're devoted to it. And you can feel it in everything we make. Nobody knows the kitchen like KitchenAid.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
At Premier Bank, we take pride in serving our community. We respect our customers, and we've won awards for our ethical conduct. We're motivated to do all we can for you, and we're interested in your banking needs. We're efficient, safe, and sound, and our relationships with our customers are second to none.
At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
And we're here now with Miss Rachel Dawsey and a very special guest. Who have you brought with you today?
This is Star. She is my daughter's pet rabbit.
Okay. And you're here to talk about Farm Kids Club, and this weekend y'all are going to be talking about rabbits.
Yes, we are. We do a monthly program. Every month we do a different topic that is somehow agriculture related or historical related, and this Saturday's topic is going to be all about rabbits.
And do they always just sleep like that?
Well, I think she's a little surprised, maybe. She usually lives inside our house in my daughter's room, actually, so she doesn't get out too much. But she will be coming to the program on Saturday at the Agriplex.
I can see one eye is open, so maybe the bunny rabbit is just a little shy today.
Maybe. So will y'all be talking about how to care for rabbits, or?
We will. We will be talking just a little bit about the history of how people have cared for rabbits, how they've been a good protein source. We will talk about that. Also about how you can keep rabbits as pets or on the farm and how they are used. And then we'll get to see them up close and the kids can pet them and learn more about them.
How good a pet does a rabbit make, say like a cat?
Well, they're actually pretty friendly and real inquisitive. They like to be petted. They don't like to be held as much. They are ground-dwelling animals, and so she really likes it if she's crawling around the room, jumping around for you to sit by her and pet her. She's a little bit shocked when you pick her up sometimes. But I think from all the pets we've had, when you don't take them for a walk like a dog, they're pretty easy to care for.
Can they be housebroken?
They can be litter box trained.
Okay.
Just like a cat. So she will jump around in my daughter's room, but she always goes back to the litter box to use the bathroom, which is good.
Wow.
Well, tell us, when you have the events like for the kids to attend, do they have to need reservations or just show up?
Yes, what it is, we do a different program once a month, the first Saturday of a month. It's from 9 o'clock until 10:30. and that's at the Agriplex Heritage Center. That's at 1714 Tally Ho Street. It's over close to the Cullman bowling alley. And we do ask that people call to register. My phone number is 256-297-1044. They can call and just get reservations. It's a parent-child program or grandparent-child program for kids 5 and up, kind of elementary age is our main age group. It's $5 a child. The parents are free. And then maximum of $10 a family. And that is thanks to our sponsors. Our sponsor this year is First South Farm Credit, is our Farm Kids Club sponsor. So, and each month, I said we do something different. We're going to have a program in March about chicks, and we'll see chicks that have just hatched from the incubator. And then we're also going to do a natural egg dyeing class around Easter time and do an egg roll. So every month is different. We have a lot of fun. So.
Is there a maximum number of youngsters that can attend?
Well, usually not, unless there's specific supplies we have to have. We had a gourd program where the Alabama Gourd Society came in and did the program for us, and I think we were limited by crafts, but most of the time, as many as can come, we can fit in. So.
Now, the Agriplex, is that associated with Pinehart Farms?
We are beside the farm. Our property is located directly beside the Pinehart Living History Farm Foundation, and we do work together on some things, but we're a separate entity. The Pinehart Living History Farm is a private nonprofit, and the Agriplex was set up as a state board, but we also function as a nonprofit. So.
And is the Agriplex open other than just the events you have on the Saturdays?
Right now we are having a lot of different programs this year. We're doing some adult education programs as well that are going to be throughout the year once a month. We're calling it a living sustainable program, living landscapes. And usually it's just our programs when we're open right now. We hope in the future to be able to be open on Saturdays and just where the public can come and visit and have historical artifacts on display. But at this point, we're just open for our programs right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, well, just exactly what are the future growth plans of the Agriplex?
Well, we have hopes, like I said, to do some displays. Right now I'm working to get some outdoor exhibits. The Cullman County Master Gardeners have been working with us to develop a rain garden. And so it is almost, well, it's all built and constructed now. We're just getting the plants in. And so probably this month they'll finish planting that. And it's going to be a destination site where people can come and visit. And on rainy days like this, it catches all the water that comes in the parking lot, and it treats that water as it goes into the ground. And the plants that are there, they can handle having their roots wet. And then we're also hoping to have other outdoor exhibits so that when people arrive at the Agriplex, their experience can start before they actually even enter the building.
Well, let's see. Paige has a dog. I have a dog. Are they compatible with rabbits?
Well, we actually do have a pet dog, but our dog has always liked rabbits.
Okay.
Not as a friend. not in a friendly way. And so we keep our dog separate from the rabbit. I think now she got used to it when we had chickens. You know, she didn't chase the chickens anymore. I hope that if they were confronted, they would be okay together, but we do keep them separate. So.
Well, thank you, Rachel.
Yes, and
good to have you on the show today.
Yeah. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
We'll be back with more of Today on 2 right after this.
At Premier Bank, we're a bit old-fashioned. We actually answer the telephone when you call. However, old-fashioned doesn't mean we aren't up to date. With the latest technology, Premier Bank meets the various needs of our customers. Mobile smartphone banking, internet banking, ATMs, convenient offices. At Premier Bank, we have the right products right now with good old-fashioned customer service. At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
"4 years ago, you voted for a change and sent conservatives like Mac Buttram to the Alabama House of Representatives. Thanks to conservative leaders like Mac Buttram, Cullman County has gone from record unemployment to one of the lowest in the state. New industries are locating in Alabama. Mac Buttram sponsored legislation that would ensure our workforce is prepared for the jobs of tomorrow. Conservatives like Mac Buttram have just started. The brightest days are yet to come.
Wallace State offers associate degree and certificate programs in Alabama's hottest job fields. Every year this decade, almost 3,800 new workers will enter these fields. Will you be one of them? Be one of us. Get in a Wallace state of mind. That's the projected number of job openings for trained welders this decade. That's the potential salary for welders trained the Wallace State way with the latest robotic technology for manufacturing. Who will you be? Be one of us. Get in a Wallace state of mind.
Our community billboards are brought to you by Pepsi and Cullman Jefferson Gas. The Miss Senior Cullman pageant will be Saturday, January the 18th at 2 p.m. That's at the Wallace State Community College Betty Lee Paynes Theater. Our community billboards are brought to you by Pepsi and Cullman Jefferson Gas. If you have a billboard that you would like to send to us, please email it to channel2cullman@gmail.com, fax it to 734-7680, or be a friend on Facebook, Channel 2 Cullman.
The weather forecast brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet. Make the switch to Mitch. Pay attention to the weather. We should have rain changing to snow this afternoon. Temperatures dropping to about 35 by late afternoon. No accumulation expected, but by tomorrow morning, 18 degrees after partly cloudy and windy tonight. Tomorrow, sunny and windy with a high around 32, and bitter cold temperatures headed to our area the first of next week. So pay attention to what's happening with the weather. Well, let's see. Tomorrow is Friday. Yep. That's politics. Who's coming to see us?
Mayor Corey Harbison will be here tomorrow.
Very good. That's our program for today. Thank you for watching Today on 2.
Have a great day.